Hello, this video will walk you through the process of navigating the simulations we're going to add to the class starting this week. My name is Christopher Van Oosterhout and I am your instructor, and I want to go through this process of how you will use these simulations, how they'll benefit you, and how your grade will be calculated on these simulations. They're an important part of the class. We don't introduce them till a little bit later in the class. But now you have the tools you need, you have the knowledge you need from materials you've covered so far in the class in order to make the most out of these simulations. These give you a little bit of a real-world project-based perspective on the marketing concepts you've been learning so far in the class. Each of these mini simulations will take you on the role of a marketing decision maker for a backpack manufacturing company, and you'll have the opportunity to both check your understanding of key concepts and make business decisions. The simulations focus on one aspect of the marketing mix, and we'll be introducing the first one this week, and then there'll be another the following week, another the week after that, and yet another the week after that. The simulations are meant to take no more than about 30 minutes to complete. Through each of these simulations, you're supported by a marketing team. And when I say this, they are the people that you see on the left side of your screen. You see Susan and Michelle. And this is part of your team. And these team members will change during the simulation and in each simulation. But there'll always be someone in that left side of your screen that will help you along your way. There's no additional registration. It's all built in to the code that you received to use the Connect system from the beginning. So let's go ahead and get started in our discussion. Each marketing simulation will have two parts, and each of these parts are worth 50% of your grade on the simulation. Now, these simulations are pretty high point value items. I'm going to give you a separate announcement that talks about the due dates for all these simulations, as well as the point value going forward. Within the point value that's given on the full simulation, about half the point value is given by reaching your goals. So you'll be giving a set of goals that you have to reach. Half of the points that are available will be based on if you meet the goal. The other half will be based on your answering a series of questions correctly that demonstrate your understanding of the topics that are presented in the simulation. One of the first things you'll do is you're going to choose an avatar and insert your name as part of the simulation. The mini-sim goals are stated clearly. So on this first simulation you're going to be doing, that's called Planning in the Marketing Mix, your goal is to have at least $1,500 in net profit, and you'll have 3 turns to complete this mission. You'll have 3 attempts as well. The mini-sims have 2 panels. The question and answer panel is on the left, and the working content is on the right. As I mentioned earlier, there's a mini-sims marketing team that guides you through each of the missions, and they'll go by different names and they'll have different avatars of themselves, but look on that left side of the screen to see what's available to you. Now, you'll also be able to check your work as you go. You can review your decisions at any time by hitting the review button that you'll see in the simulation. If you'd like to revisit an earlier part of the simulation, there'll also be a review button on the decision screen that will allow you to navigate back. At some point in the process, you're going to want to decide if you're really ready to end your turn. And again, you've been given all these decisions and information from your consultants, from your marketing consultants, that you have to make during this process. And at some point, you're going to say you're done. You're ready to go. And you're going to get a summary page that looks like what you have on your screen in front of you right here. You'll have 2 choices at that point. You can either say, yes, I think my decisions are the right ones. They're the ones that I want to go with. And you hit the little yellow button there that says, yes, end my turn. Or you can say no, revise your strategy, and you'll be able to go back and make some changes as well. Now, at that point, you're going to get some feedback of whether or not you were successful. You'll be told whether you've met your objectives. And you'll be also told that the game is finished. You can inspect the game state, but there's no further changes allowed at this point. There are also additional attempts available. If you did not successfully complete your goals, you'll be given some guidance to help you succeed in the additional attempts. Again, you will have 3 attempts in this class on any of the simulations. So thanks for being part of the class this semester. I'm hoping that you really get a lot out of the simulations. Past classes that have done these types of simulations have always found them helpful and interesting, and a way to really put what they've learned so far in the class into action. As you start this process, go through this process, and wrap up this process, don't hesitate to contact me. As I've said several times before in this class, I'm here to help, and I'm available when you need me. Please reach out and let me know what I can do to help.